Hi, I'm Rich Heffron. This is this week's Delaware State Chamber of Commerce Legislative Minute. This is the last one of this legislative session, or at least it should be. We will see what happens. We will continue doing them throughout the year. But this what probably will be the last one of the legislative session, if things work out how they should. Some of you may have read the newspaper and I said it's a mess. And it is a mess, and it's a mess because they're in a tight financial situation and they have to make some very hard decisions. Second part of that quote, which was not in the newspaper, and I've said this many times, I say it when I speak, part of the reason it's a mess is that's how our founding fathers set it up to be. They said it so there would be conflict, and hopefully conflict would lead to compromise. Right now, there isn't compromise down in the legislature. We'll see what they'll do in the next 48 hours. Hopefully, the two parties will get together and they'll work out the infrastructure funding and the operating budget. But right now, to be frank, I don't know where it's going to end up. And as of any other legislation, there's not much else on the docket that really would affect the business community. So the two things we're keeping an eye on is, number one, infrastructure financing, which is important, and also the operating budget. One other thing we had an interest in is seeing what would happen with the casinos if they lower the tax on the casinos. That does not appear like that's going to happen. What that'll lead to is some more layoffs at the casinos. I'm sure that they said that's what they're going to do, and I think that's exactly what they will do. The fact of the matter is, we still have a budget that is not sustainable, and we have a revenue structure, which we've argued for 4 years is not sustainable. So both this session and the next session, they're going to have to make some very difficult decisions. They've already made 3 that I know of. They've brought back the portion of the budget where the state employees have to pick up a bigger portion of their health care. They've cut some social programs and others. And lastly, it looks like they're going to take back some of the transfer funds that they had given to the counties several years ago. Whether all that happens or not, I don't know. But keep your eye on. And there is the possibility, and it could be real, that no bond bill gets done on Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, and there's an outside chance that the operating budget doesn't get passed, although the Democrats don't need Republican votes to pass the operating budget. So we'll update you when the session's over. But right now, frankly, I don't know exactly what's going to happen. But in the end, they have to pass a balanced budget. They don't have to pass a bond bill, but I suspect they will. And they certainly don't need to do the infrastructure funding if they don't want to, although we think it's imperative. Well, that's it for this week. Keep tuned. Maybe at the end of the week we'll do another legislative minute. If not, we'll do one early next week. Thank you for watching.